Hello. So I have a guide on how to add VFX to weapons and armor that do not already have any to begin with. However, that guide utilizes text tools, and I know there's a lot of people that either don't want text tools or don't have text tools. And I figured out a way to add VFX using just Penumbra. So I figured I would go ahead and make a guide on that as well and demonstrate the process. So to get started, what I want to do is add VFX to my weapon here. And to do that, I'm going to go ahead and open up Penumbra, and I'm going to make a new blank mod by clicking on this plus sign in the lower left. And I'm just going to call this Fang because I'm using the Cerberus Fang weapon. From here, I'm going to go to Advanced Editing, and then this tab that says Import from Screen. Now, this first drop down here to the left, it should have your character's name. So mine's off screen on purpose, but if you click it, it will show you all the gear that you're currently wearing and their game paths. So what we want to look at here is we want to look at the weapon's model number and body number. So in this case, the model number is 2509 and the body number is 0001 or just 1. So 2509 and 1. Now what we're going to do with that is go over to meta manipulations. Now I can move this, and we're going to go to the variant edits section. We are going to change this to weapon, and then we're going to enter in those values. So I will put in 2509 like that. And by default, the body number is set to 1. So I'm just going to leave that alone, but this is where you would enter in the body number. And then if your path had a V something in it, like V03, that's the variant number, you would enter that here. After those values are entered, what we're going to do is click the plus sign here and go over to this box that says VFXIV, and we are going to change this to A2. That, enter, and click Apply Changes. And we can close that down and that. And now we're going to go to VFX Editor. And I'm not going to go over VFX in this video. I have a couple videos on VFX, and there will also be a link to Discord in the description. We have a lot of very VFX knowledgeable people there. So if you have any questions about editing VFX, you're more than welcome to add to join the Discord and ask questions there, or check out the other videos that I have, or both. Anyway, in this case, what I want to do is I'm going to add the Laws Order mana trigger VFX. So I click the top magnifying glass here. I've typed in laws for Laws Order, and then gone down to the Laws Order mana trigger. And if I spawn this real quick, you can see that it's this bright blue. And so I'm going to click select, and then we'll just go ahead and remove that. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this VFX path. So we'll click the copy button. And here, just for the sake of it, I'm going to make a bit of an arbitrary change. We're just going to change the red value here. We'll increase that. That way it'll make this sort of a violet pinkish color instead of that blue. Then I'm going to click update. And now what I want to do is click this page looking icon that says export as raw file. So we'll click that and save this somewhere. I'm just going to put it on my desktop, and you can name it whatever you want. I'm also just going to name this Fang, and then click OK. Now it's time to go back to Penumbra and over to the Edit Mod tab and click Open Mod Directory. And here I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call it Kara, like that. And we will open this up and minimize the game, and then take that VFX file and drag it into that folder. We can close that down, back to the game. Now I'm going to go ahead and enable my mod, and back to advanced editing, over to file redirections, and I'm going to click reload files. And this is where I'm going to paste in that VFX path that I just copied. So we'll paste that in like that. Now here we need to make some adjustments. So we need to redirect this to our weapon, to the VFX path that we set earlier in the meta manipulations. So what I need to do is I need to change this model number to 2509, and the body number, instead of 32, in my case, I'm going to change this to 1, like that. And now I will click Apply Changes, and I can minimize this. And if I redraw myself, there we go. You can see I have a weapon with a sort of pinkish modded VFX on it. So that's the process. I hope that this was helpful for those of you that do not use text tools, and you can have some fun adding VFX to your weapons and or armor. All right, goodbye.